Alright, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elders of GMS, Great Millstone. Alright, this is the brother Awar,
Brother Ash,
from GMS Jamaica camp. Alright, basically what we are going to do still, we are going to bring us some information on the Jamaican economy, and we are going to compare it to the economy of Greece and the trend and the role where Greece take to try get themselves out of debt or to try fix them economy at the same role Jamaica gets. So we just go through some article and do some comparison, right, between Jamaica and Greece, right, with the IMF being the man we are lead out the trap. Alright? Alright, this is Greece first bailout. First bailout, yeah. Bailout and austerity measure, May 2010, June 2011. Alright. Alright, so on the 1st of May 2010, the Greek government announced a series of austerity measures, right, to persuade Germany. Alright. So now when you look up the word austerity, it says austerity in economic terms. Austerity refers to a policy of deficit cutting by lowering spending via a reduction in the amount of benefits and public services provided. Austerity policies are often used by governments to try to reduce their deficit spending and are sometimes coupled with increase in taxes to demonstrate long-term fiscal solvency creditors. Alright, so basically, they have to pass some austerity, like raise up tax, cut job, and all of them things, right? It said, on the 1st of May 2010, the Greek government announced a series of austerity measures to persuade Germany, the last remaining holdout, to sign onto a larger EU IMF loan package, right? So they have to do that. For sign a loan package, because basically what the IMF do, whenever them are going to lend a country some money, just like the bank. If you go to a bank to borrow some money, right, them are going to tell you certain measures, right, them are going to make sure so them can get their money back, right. So basically the IMF tell them so them have to do certain things in them country because the IMF need to get back their money, right.
I will say this, you see each country is basically a business.
Right.
So basically, if you really analyze and look on it, now the thing is, the business go to the IMF, which is the bank, to borrow money for run the business. Now, in the business, you come for the austerity. In the business, there are certain things. You have employers. The employers would be the people, right? You offer employers them medical support, education, and so forth. And then you have some other, for example, like the food stamp program, so welfare on the side. Right? Now the thing is, if you can't afford to pay back the bank, you basically take a loan from the bank. If you can't afford to pay back the bank, then right, you need to come up with new measures. Okay, let me take it from here, sir. You get $20 from the bank to deal with your personal self, for profit and for pay employers. Right? Now if we come to a point where you can't pay back the bank, right, you have to cut your spending. So the amount of money you pay employers them, you have to cut that down. Your profit have to cut down. And all of the services, education and health, you have to cut them down also. See, because all that money now have to come back to pay back the debt.
Right.
See, one dark on everything.
Alright. So the next day, the Eurozone countries and the International Monetary Fund agreed to a 3-year, 110 billion loan retaining relatively highly interest rates of 5.5%, conditional on the implementation of austerity measures. Conditional on the implementation of the austerity measures. Right, mark that. It said credit rating agencies immediately downgrade the Greek governmental bonds to an even lower junk status. This was followed by an announcement of the ECB on the 3rd of May that it will still accept as collateral all outstanding and new debt instruments issued or guaranteed by the Greek government regardless of the nation's credit rating in order to maintain banks' liquidity. The new austerity package was met with great anger by the Greek public, lending to massive protests. Right. So basically, when you go, people are gonna lose them job. People have to pay more in a tax. Right. It's like an automatic reaction from the people, because as the script as the article said, the people them actually protest because of what? Because of the austerity, right? So we're down in the breakdown. We're gonna show you that the same thing and the same direction Jamaica go, right? Because eventually the people are gonna go out in the street and they're gonna protest, right? Just like in Greece, because of what? Because of the austerity, right? It said the new austerity package was met with great anger by the Greek public, leading to massive protests, riots, and social unrest throughout Greece. On the 5th of May 2010, a national strike was held in opposition to the planned spending cuts and tax increase in Athens. Some protests turned violent, killing 3 people. Right? So basically I hit that from Greece. Right? So we're going to the Jamaican economy to show you so basically the same thing will take place and the same thing will happen. Right?
And the thing is, once the austerity start, the rioting must come.
Right.
See, because what them basically do, a person, for example, cost of living at $30 a month.
Right.
So when you go tell that person, say you can't give them the $30 a month, you give them $28 a month, then how them going to survive? Either them can't go eat or them can't go work. And if I remember correctly, the austerity measures in Greece go as bad as where them pay actually get cut by more than 50%.
Right.
And then the other part of that is by the end of the year, them have a 30% chance that them don't even have a job at the end of the year.
Right.
Saying that the country don't have the money, you need all the money you can get, and the tax on top of that skyrocket, and the food, you never mentioned this food price and the value of the dollar, everything go down.
Right. So when I go cut people pay, when I go free wage and raise up tax, right? And the price of goods are go up, automatically people are going to revolt against that.
We say this. Even if pressure is Esau Akanatis, the deception. Now that term, the wage freeze, saying is a lie. No, there's no such thing as a wage freeze. I explain it. If you spend $20 for your bread, saying, and then I'm gonna raise the bread by $15, and then raise your pay by $5. Them say don't have a wage freeze, then increase your pay. But actually your pay get increased. Your money you have get devaluated because the bread still go up $10 more than we used to pay. Saying that your wage not actually freeze. Saying but the thing is when them say wage freeze this time, they mean say the little percentage will go on the bread, it means it'll be more. So they used to increase it by $15 from the $20 and then increase your pay by $5, it would be $10 more. But now them might increase by $15 and your pay now move from $20. Right. So your wage will freeze, your wage go down. It will devaluate, the dollar will go down. See, it's still inflation.
Right. Basically, it's a trick because our people dumb.
It's a trick.
Right? Our people now going to look into that. Our people are going to say, $5 go up and we pay, but still, that gone up to $15. So we get something more. Them not going to look for, yeah, exactly. They're not going to look for that because our people are really dumb. Our people, the most are really blind. Our people. Right? This is the editorial. This is the Jamaican Observer. It's Jamaica to avoid a downgrade. They said the positive news is that rather than downgrade Standard & Poor's, S&P maintain its B to B minus rating on the Jamaican government bonds. What is not so good is that Standard & Poor's told creditors that its outlook for Jamaica was negative, right? So if Peter Phillips approached financial markets anytime soon, it could expect lenders to extract an even greater risk premium. Jamaica would have to pay higher interest rates to borrow, right? Standard & Poor's is clear as to why it advised investors to be circumspect in approaching the Jamaica's debt. The rating agency said our rating on Jamaica reflect its high general government debt and interest rate burden, limit fiscal, monetary and external flexibility, lower growth prospect and vulnerability to natural disasters due to its location in the hurricane Now, how them expect we to grow, right? When them gonna tell we to cut employees. How them gonna expect the country to grow if them gonna tell the government to cut employees? Right? How them gonna expect we country to grow when of them make we destroy all our native crop and everything we produce to send out to get money? Right? How them gonna expect we to grow? Where we gonna get money from? Right?
See, and the thing is, Esau deception, because he know, he know that from the first time lend the money, there is no way we can pay it back. And
Right.
we're going to have to continually come to him for money, because they need the money to run the country. See, you need that, and the country in itself not have enough to run it. As a matter of fact, Jamaica GDP ratio, 140%.
Right.
Since that we every $100 we make, we owe $140. And then the finance minister come and people there say, so we have growth. I don't know how much percent him say, but he say we have growth. That's impossible. If you have growth, not debt.
Right.
That's impossible.
Right. And them and what them a do right now, them a tell the creditors them so they're not supposed to them a want them to lend me money. Right? If they don't lend me the money, what we are gonna do? Right? I plan them a plan for bail out left for people them right now. Because them put you in a hole where we can't come out of. Basically it's a bottomless hole. We just we're on a free fall go down right now. Right? Because as we speak, right, them they in a meeting, locked in a meeting with the IMF. Right, them a try work out a package. Right? Try work out a package to try get the loan from the IMF. Right? So not too long from now, Standard & Poor's and other agencies will be back with the follow-up assessment of Jamaica. Much of what is said will be informed by the quality of the agreement Jamaica negotiate with the International Monetary Fund. Right? Them refer to the meeting with the Jamaican, the finance minister, Jamaican finance minister, looking at the meeting with the IMF right now. Right? Yes, much of what is said will be informed by the quality of the agreement Jamaica negotiates with the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, assuming that one is secured. Assuming, right? Because we must get the loan, right? And the purpose with which the Portia Simpson Miller administration is going to about meeting its condition. Herein lay the imponderable. For a while, there seems to be an intellectual acceptance of sort of the necessity of the deal with the IMF. There doesn't appear to be in the government an appetite for one. So right now, they must basically the government don't really want the money from the IMF. Now, if they don't get it from the IMF, where they more get it from? Yeah. Because only 3 banks alone lend the money: the Inter-American Development Bank, the IMF, or the World Bank. Right? And if they go to the Inter-American Development Bank or the World Bank, them still have to get a certificate from the IMF.
But if I even with article say up further, I say anybody that lend Jamaica money must be circumspect, because
Right.
they're not sure if they can pay up the money.
Yeah.
Because so far them couldn't even meet the terms of the last agreement of the IMF. That's why they have a problem now.
Right.
I get more money.
Exactly. They said, for a while there seems to be an intellectual acceptance of sort of the necessity of a deal with the IMF. There doesn't appear to be in the government an appetite for one. Nor do we discern from the government a clear economic strategy. If it has one, the administration has displayed neither the capacity nor the willingness to coherently articulate it. Right? Read that again. Nor do we discern from the government a clear economic strategy. So basically, the government have a clear economic strategy how they're going to pay back the IMF them money. If them should get the loan, right? So them not really want the loan from the IMF, but basically them have to go to the IMF. Them can't do without going to the IMF, right? Because them know say if them get the loan from the IMF, them have to go pass a whole lot of austerity, just like Greece, because the IMF really dictates how the country is supposed to be run, right? And the devil with the white man is, he might go want the people them to riot, right? Therefore, he might go want job to cut, tax of raise and all of them things, right? So Jamaica they on the same part as Greece now. Same like how Greece get downgrade, as same so we're going to get downgrade, even if we get the loan or we not get the loan, right, we still gonna get downgrade.
The
Right.
thing is that the government stuck in a dilemma, as my brother said. See, I'm stuck in a dilemma. The thing is, if them don't get the loan, then they must face civil unrest and disorder. If they take the loan at the terms where the IMF have put it, then they must have civil unrest and disorder. So I'm
Right.
stuck in a dilemma. In either way, they got the same problem. What am I trying to do? I try to cushion the unrest,
Right.
see, and get the loan. Because basically, the same thing with Greece now, because even the economic alliance, them talking on the news all the time. What am I going to do? They must just kick the can down the road.
Right.
See, then get the loan, they must kick the can down the road. But every time you meet the can, it get heavier.
Right.
Harder to kick. And eventually, you can't go kick it again.
Right.
See, that happened. See, same thing with Greece. Greece started off light. Remember exactly when this Greece thing started. It started off light. Them say Greece are going on some austerity measures. The people them say, okay, after a few little protests they go on, but nothing heavy. Now when they implement the other agreement with the IMF now, think of them GDP ratio, they basically the same place as ours now when them go in the first austerity. I think 140 something percent. When they
Right.
just got austerity. Now at the same percent we know 140% and we got austerity. Now if you remember correctly, it take less than a year before Greece they start go. See before the unrest then they start go out of control or hostile then.
Right.
If you want to say that. And we are heading for the same part now.
Right.
See, now there's nothing them politicians can stop it.
Right. Hello.
Um,
All right. They say our government appears afraid of the hard decisions, right? Exactly. Them afraid of the hard decision where them have to go make when
Mhm.
if the IMF give them the money. That's why them say them don't really want it, right? Them afraid of the people that go kill them because basically that go go on. The people that go hit the street. We are gonna have mass riots in Jamaica, right? People are gonna kill people in Jamaica. People are gonna kill the government in Jamaica, right? As the scripture says in the second Ezra, we shall have sedition, right? The people are gonna rise up against the government because of the whole promise them what they make, right? Because when the Portia seems similar led government going to power, she says she gonna create jobs, right?
And the thing is, as a matter about Jake, them are go on bad and the passion know. Back in the 90s with the gas riot, and for the 90s with the gas
1998.
98 with the gas riots. What gonna happen now? Go worse than the gas riots because the thing is, you see, inflation, demand and supply. See, the more money in the economy, and the less value it have. So if they you see they get every time they get money, the money devaluate. That's the reason why we currently now have a new 5,000 bill. So the money get devaluated from the other. The money get devaluated from the other day. Now if them put in more money in the economy now, then it will have a new more it will have whole heap of effect where the government are run from. For example, food prices are gonna go up.
Right.
The gas price will go up. Not saying the international gas price will go up, but the money, the value of the dollar will go drop. So eventually, we have to pay more.
Right.
And because of them austerity measures them have them already they already announced a wage freeze, so called what I explained previously. Saying so the gas price will go a skyrocket and them can't do nothing about that.
Right.
See, but even if them not take the loan, we country run out of money, and then what we are going to do? The public sector worker them can't go get paid.
Right.
The private sector go far because the banks are not going to have the money. See, is a dead end, is a ditch.
Right. It said, it is against the backdrop that few are sanguine that Dr. Phillips will deliver an agreement with the fund before his self-imposed deadline of the end of this year. Further, they are concerned that even if the deal is done, the commitment to it will be so flaccid that it will merely limp along to the inglorious slow motion disintegration of the standby agreement of the past administration. Right? That he used the word flaccid. The word flaccid means weak. Right? So basically, even if we get it, it'll be so weak. We never can get to do nothing with it. Right? It's not gonna make no sense. Right? The amount of things that Jamaica want right now. Right now, because as we doing at the last video, the unions them are planning to protest because of them need to get them money. Them need to get them call it retro. Right? They need to get them retro dollar. Right? So the unions them meet as we saying in the last video the other day, right? Because them not care about if Jamaica in a money problem or not. the fact is they need to get their money from 2010, 2011, and they want their money now. Because them say them wait. Right? So the same part of Greece, the same part we take Greece, make Greece, which part there right now, are the same part I take Jamaica. Right? They say, for instance, in an effort to reduce Jamaica debt from its unsustainable Greek style, you hear it say? From its unsustainable Greek style, 140% of gross domestic production, the IMF has proposed Jamaica reduce its public sector wage bill from nearly 12% to around 9% of GDP. The fund has also called for the public sector to be overhauled to make it more efficient and entrepreneurial, for the tax system to be reformed to encourage investment, while more people pay their fair share, and the civil servant be made to contribute to their pension. Right, basically what I say is we have to work out with problem through tax. Right?
Squeeze the people.
Squeeze the people, make them pay.
That's from sorry brother. That's why from the other day a peer police on the road seen as an X-start basically. The X-start by definition, but them every crevice and corner, every taxi man, every motorist where them can see, where them can stop and write a ticket saying for the smallest infringement, seeing them on the road because we went to squeeze the people them even what go again? Even the as I must say, the private sector them seeing some people, some barber, hairdresser, seeing some of them local art worker, brother them, seeing even them, everybody have to contribute to the debt. Everybody have to pay tax, income tax, all that them have to. You understand? To pay back the debt. See, they must squeeze the people basically. See, not a part of the austerity too. To squeeze the people, I say it start light. And then it will get heavy eventually.
Right. Alright, this is another article from the Jamaica Gleaner. Right, this is May 2012. No, October 10, 2012. Right? It said the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, has signaled that the government of countries like Jamaica with high debt should continue on the path of tight spending, even if it results in economic contraction. Representatives from the IMF are currently holding talks, right? So they say, as we say, our people dumb. Our people don't know words, right? Basically, what they must say, we're supposed to go into a recession, right? Because they must say, people like country like Jamaica, right, should continue on the path of tight spending, even economic contraction. And we're going to look up the word economic contraction. All right. It's an economic contraction, a phase of the business cycle in which the economy as a whole is in decline. More specifically, contraction occurs after the business of cycle peaks, but before it becomes a true, according to most economists, a contraction is said to occur when a country's real GDP has declined for 2 or more consecutive years. Right? Alright, this is Investopedia explains contraction. So for most people, a contraction in the economy can be a source of economic hardship. As the economic plunge into a contraction, people start losing their jobs. That's what mean economic contraction. Right? People start losing their jobs. While no economic contraction lasts forever, it is very difficult to assess just how long a downtrend will continue before it reverses, because history has shown that a contraction can last for more than years, such as the Great Depression. Right? So economic contraction are basically a decline in the economic. Right? We're going to look up recession.
This now have not come back. See it then say to the reverse.
Yeah.
It not ever reverse. So the night.
When it go down this time, it now come
go
back.
down. Just like how Greece now not come back. And it's in Jamaica just go right down. You have no coming back. That is it. See, because we are saying basically what happened in Greece. See, I say the austerity measures as the term then go on, the austerity measures then get rougher. and the Greece people begin to riot. Now the thing is, the difference with the rioting of Greece and right here, so in this place that they call Jamaica, is that not all, but you have garrisons then in a Jamaica with armed men.
Right.
Saying, and when this thing begin to happen, saying them man they are go want food too. Saying them are go use them weapons to get it. Since it's gonna be an all-out civil war in a Jamaica when this thing come down. Saying it are even more hostile than Greece, because even the one who don't have weaponry, them are gonna burn tires in the road, them are gonna burn cars, them are gonna burn down building. Saying that's similar to what go on Greece, yes, but the gunfight are more specific.
Right.
More what happened here, so. Saying.
Alright, as I said, them use the word construction, right? But, and them don't use the word recession, because if them use the word recession, people are going to get more into it thing, and people are going to want.
But the definition say it after contraction. Like
Exactly.
I said, they explain the same job cuts and whatever.
Right. Alright, this is a recession, right, from the Wikipedia online. It said, recession, a significant decline in activities across the economy, right? So basically, a recession and an economic contraction is basically the same
Exactly.
thing. I just different word them use, right? Because our people dumb and understand words.
Into the first
Right.
one, with contraction.
So what we are saying right now, Jamaica upon the same part, the same trend as Greece, as going down, right? And there's no coming back out of this. As the article said, the government them right now, them afraid to come out and tell the people, right? So same like how Aristide and all of them people leave like Haiti and go different country to seek exile. Same so the government of Jamaica, same so them have to left because the people them are going to kill them. Right, because of the big promise and a whole lot of promises they make to the people and them not fulfill them.
Them can't fulfill
Them
them.
can't fulfill them. Right? And the IMF, they up there like a puppet. Right? Because of it mash up a country from way back coming up. Right? Because of that, the IMF set up for mash up and destroy countries like Jamaica. For destroy poor countries. Right?
See, and we not have nobody figure with no quantitative easing.
Right.
See, we on our own right now, as him said. The finance minister in a meeting right now, I beg, saying to get a new loan from the IMF, and that's about all we can do. Beg, and hope they give you an agreement. Whether they give you yes or no, it still will get worse. As me say, it's like just kick, if they get it, it's like kick the can down the road.
Right.
See, but the higher up you go, or the harder you fall.
Right. So basically I hit that for the Jamaican economic, right? Until again, we say shalom. Hold on that.
15